So, Rory, anyway, I was thinking, and I've had this actually on the list for a minute, ever since we were talking about the Fall Off album coming. Who do you think is the next artist that we'll see a major fall off with? Like kind of similar to the Ice Spice height and then drop.
But I don't even really consider that a crazy fall off, because I mean, Ice Spice had her moment, don't get me wrong, but it was for how long? Like 3 records at most? I think the fall off that we're already in the middle of, so I don't think it's a crazy hot take. I think Lil Baby. Like, I think Lil Baby is going to be the most. Already. I know, but I still give Baby credit of what he's done in his career, that he could maybe just have one album that just hit terribly. He could make a comeback. I just don't know if I'm confident that he's going to. And I'm not even trying to sound like on some hate and shit. It just hasn't felt like the energy is going to go back that way. I mean, I know we live and die by Charlemagne's words. And he said we're living in the Lil Baby era. So to me, that's been the biggest current fall off that we're in the middle of. Because Ice Spice was just a come and go. It was Mims. Ice Spice was Mims.
Like, oh my God, no, don't do that. Ice Spice was way more significant and lasted a little bit longer than Mims.
Because of the internet.
Okay, no matter what it's because of, but Mims was, what, 1 record? Ice Spice had at least 5.
Yeah, because of the internet. I just feel that if we're going, like, how do you even define what a fall off would even be at this point?
So that's what I was wondering.
Because all these artists are going to fall off. Like, even talented artists, lifespan is, I don't know, 3 albums if you're lucky. And those are talented ones. Everyone else is just somebody that comes and goes. But yeah, I would say the next artist that has the biggest massive fall off is Lil Baby. I have one, but I don't know. It's Patreon.
Say it.
They gonna clip it.
Pussy.
They ain't pussy. Can I start with giving respect?
Here we go. God damn.
Can I start with giving respect and then a fall off? Like, you only get to some point. I think Travis Scott's music for the last 5 years has been absolutely fucking awful. And I think that will be our next massive stars fall off.
Clip it.
He is going to have merch. He's going to have his fucking rodeo. It's Travis Scott. I love Travis Scott. This is not hate. But musically, yeah. How many times are we going to redo this album?
Yeah, it's like, so what you're saying, though.
But to me, that's fucked up, because that's like saying, yo, I think eventually Nicki is going to fall off, who just had her last album so crazy. She did a crazy tour. But eventually, shit is going to just start to fall when you have become an icon. Travis Scott is an icon. So when I'm answering this question, it's not from the exact who's going to fall off. Travis Scott could never fall off. But musically, yes, I think it's a dub, bro. Like, that Jack Boy shit was trash. His last album compared to Rodeo, which I think is a fucking classic. What are we doing here?
What
are we doing? And that's my parking telling me that it's time to leave.
I think a lot of that is due to when you start to see so much more money in other avenues, like with his merch, sneakers and shit like that, your focus on the music kind of like, you like, bro, I'm making way more money over here fucking with Jordan and dropping these sneakers and doing all this
random
shit.
Sports drinks and shit. Like,
it's just your attention span. You really don't. The passion is not what it used to be for the music. That could be part of it. But when you ask the question, who is the next artist we think who will have a massive fall off? So when you say massive, it has to be somebody the magnitude of a Travis Scott.
Yeah, like, how do you have a massive fall off without being massive?
Right.
Well, you can be massive, but not for a long time. Like I said, when I use Ice Spice as an example, Ice Spice was massive. She was massive.
To who?
Okay. Just because she wasn't.
I'm not gonna say she was massive.
I think you.
What do y'all mean?
When I say
Travis
that,
Scott is a massive artist.
Yo, Travis Scott. That's why I said he could never really fall off. They are kids and adults that are literally for the rest of their lives gonna have Travis Scott in their fucking heart. They are always going to buy the fucking merch. They're going to go. They're going to go to everything. The shit that he did on his albums is gonna resonate with everyone for the rest of their lives if he decides to retire tomorrow. So that's why I can't say he'll fall off, even though I think the music has suffered. Ice Spice is just some random chick that had a summer.
Hey, she's a Bronx legend. I'm not doing that.
But she wasn't massive. Just because you're not massive for a long time don't mean you ain't massive.
She wasn't massive.
Okay.
She was never massive.
Not massive.
This goes back to the A-list shit, which I don't want to have the conversation with that. But y'all just calling people massive for the fuck of it.
Okay.
No, I'm
you can be massive temporarily.
Ice Spice is a Bronx legend. I love Ice Spice, but she wasn't a massive artist though. No.
Do you think Fetty Wap and Ice Spice are the same?
No, I think Ice Spice it was almost as big as Fetty Wap.
No fucking way.
Okay. I think y'all are being a little, I think y'all are being like a little ridiculous. I think y'all are really being ridiculous.
No.
I think y'all are being ridiculous.
No.
Kim Kardashian went and rented Ice Spice like for her daughter's birthday party like she was Mickey Mouse. Like I think y'all are really misunderstanding
that's not massive.
How big that
yeah, but that's the moment. That's not, she wasn't massive.
But that's what I'm saying. You can be massive for a moment. A moment happens. The fucking, you know what we talked about? Get from behind me.
Massive
I don't even like white people behind me
massive
like that.
Massive
Y'all
is,
know, we talked
it
about,
speaks to consistency.
We know, but see, that's not what I'm not talking about good and consistent. I'm talking about massive. We talked about that submarine crash for 24 hours. It was the biggest thing on earth for 24 fucking hours.
Well, that was a massive mistake. But it's a difference there. That was a massive mistake.
I just want to hear her say one more time that Ice Spice and Fetty Wap are.
I didn't. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. And you know that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
I in my opinion, in my humble opinion, again, these are massive artists. The next artist I think will have a massive fall off is Cardi.
Okay.
Because I don't think she could ever, and it's almost her own fault. I don't think she'll ever have an artist album as big as her first album, her only album. I don't think she'll have the accolades off of this album that she had off of her first album. I don't think the music will be received the way it was received from the first album. So, it's just
time change.
It's a time change, but then it's like when out the gate you receive it all. If your next effort you don't receive it all, it's a fall off.
And your next effort was
like 8 years, 9 years later. It's like
music has changed so much that I don't think anything Cardi can do would ever match to that. Not based off her talent. I'm talking about the times.
It's the time.
The times will never match to what that was.
She shot straight to the moon, and it's like,
but that's
where do you
why,
go after the moon?
But that's why I don't agree that that's a massive fall off, because I don't know, fall off to me just doesn't, I feel like if that's the case, then Cardi already fell off. If we're going by that, I think Cardi already fell off. I feel like Cardi has slowly, not her music quality, let's make that clear, not her music quality, but as far as like charting and shit like that, has slowly happened over time.
Now to her,
I don't think that that's a massive
to Cardi's, she life changed. She became a mom. She got married. So a lot of those things kind of had to, professional life had to take a backseat to personal life and, things like that. So we give grace and we understand that. But again, if you're posing the question, have a massive fall off, you have to have a massive artist, have a massive product in order to have a massive fall off. Cardi B is a massive artist. She's a massive product. I think that this next album is not going to receive the acclaim nowhere near what the first album did. I definitely don't think she'll win Best Rap Album with this album. You know what I mean? I don't think she'll be invited to perform at the Super Bowl coming off of this album. Like, these are all things that she had off of her first album. So, it's I'm not saying the music won't be good. Not saying that. I'm just saying I don't think it'll be received and acclaimed anywhere near where the first album was.
Of course, I'm not comparing Lauryn Hill and Cardi B together whatsoever, but I guess that's why I'm asking what you guys define as fall off, because I don't think Lauryn Hill fell off, but you could easily make a case off accolades that Lauryn Hill fell off. Mm-hmm. But is that a fall off?
It's not. It's a fall off in the sense of
a fall off. No, like you did what you wanted to do and it was over. Like
it's a fall off in the sense of,
to me, if
you've
like
had so much success and so much shit in this moment and in these times, and then on your latest effort or your latest album that you drop, it's not received the same way. It's nowhere near with the,
even if the quality is there, will you still call it for example, if the fall off comes with
if the music is better, no, I wouldn't call it a fall off because I'm just here for the music.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
But it'll be very hard for her to capture that moment and that energy that she had the first album and that music, it's gonna be hard for her to capture that again. That was like lightning in a bottle that she caught with that first album. It's like that does not happen for 90% of the artists that ever exist. Like it just so happened to happen for her first album. Like she received all of that shit.
The reason why I came up with this question is because I think that my answer to this, not going off quality of music, but going off of sales and reception, I think that it will be J. Cole.
But is it by choice because the album is going to be called The Fall Off? So does he
I don't think he'll choose to not be.
So he's not gearing up to fall off.
I think
not part of the market.
Cole is going to sell insane this year. I
hope so.
I don't. All right, even to Drake and Central C, 23 on Billboard. Like everyone's like how that's not a fall off, guys. Just because these are the biggest artists of all time and they put out one record that doesn't do what they've done for the last 20 years, that means that this is a fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's insane thinking to me. Yeah, J. Cole is not falling off with one album, because I also think For Your Eyes Only is a very, as far as Cole's discography goes, a shitty album by his standards. Did that make him fall off? No, he put out fucking KOD after that.
Yeah.
They can't, like, you're not going to fall off. It's people that I think are here for just a little bit that have a moment that just drastically drop because that moment in sound that they capitalized on isn't what matters. Cole, for the rest of his life, he has entered people's hearts. I hate to be this corny person.
Is he in your heart?
Of course, Cole is in my heart.
He's gay.
Yeah, Cole is definitely in my heart. For sure. Cole is definitely in my heart. He's never going to leave. Like, you can't fall off when you're that. There'll never be a time when Cole is doing fucking 1,500 seat spots. Like, he'll do arenas for the rest of his life if he retires tomorrow.
For sure.
I agree with that.
So to me, and again, it's going to sound like I'm shitting on Baby, but Lil Baby, there could be a world where he ends up doing SOBs.
I don't think he would out of pure pride, but I get what you're saying.
No, of course he would not do SOBs.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, there's a world where that, like, yes, that was a moment, but you were not the next star that everyone tried to say you were based off the last two projects. Like, I'm not saying he couldn't change it, but music has also changed since he was the dominant factor.
Yeah.
We all heard a few verses and was like, yo, I know the kids like Baby, but he could rap. Like, I fuck with Baby. And then you just put out 2 albums that are just like, okay. Yeah, that's a fall off to me.
All right.
I don't even know if Ice Spice is a fall off.
Yeah, I mean, because
he was just the thing.
It was a moment, and she captured, a lot of attention in that moment, and she had some good things that she did in that moment. But
you think DMX fell off?
No.
Okay, no. But by those standards, you could definitely say, I would never say DMX fell off, but you have 2 #1 albums in 1 year before any other artist in any genre ever did that shit. And then you continue on Party Up, and there was X. Love that album. But you could say by that standard DMX fell off, but none of us will say that because he captured our hearts.